Thank you to Diana for all the wonderful things she's done for the Jimmy Fund. This year at PAX East, I surprised her with her own custom Dungeon Master screen. This is the whirlwind behind the scenes of how it came together. I decided on the design by looking at Diana's most viral video. Diana made a DM screen out of duct tape and poster board. My goal was to take the duct tape and poster board screen that Diana made and turn it into a solid wood masterpiece. So I start with the joiner. With the joiner, you flatten an edge out to reference against the machine fence. Much like how the joiner flattened an edge, the planer flattens a face. From there, it's the miter saw. I want to do a series of cross cuts that create more manageable chunks. So at MakerWorks, I used the miter saw with this little click down stop. Measure, set it down, and then cut what's needed. The last couple boards were too wide for the miter saw. I had to come up with something else. In this case, it was as simple as setting up a sled with a clamp on the table saw. After the cross cuts are done on a saw, the next step is to cut everything to width. Now, the table saw leaves wide scratches on the edge. I want to get rid of those with the joiner because the next step is going to be gluing the boards together. I use Titebond 3 because I know the result at this point and I trust it. Most of the time, clamps will leave residue where they were. I take that off using a drum sander. Simply put, rough wood in, smooth wood out. And the next step is laying out the screen and gluing in the magnets. I need to make a template to take the guesswork out of what I'm doing. I use the laser cutter at MakerWorks, the Epilog 50 watt, to make a handy template the size of the panel centering all my magnet holes. Then, instead of marking it with a pencil, I took a drill bit and I actually twisted it to cut into the wood a little bit. I put the magnets in the panels, everything is magneting together. One problem, glue leaves residue, so I sanded off. The next thing that was done was staining. Me and Ross did 15 hours in one sitting. By the end of the day, we were fried. As for a finish, I sprayed a water-based lacquer on the screen and used a carbon graphite acrylic paint to do all the inlay. First coat on, acrylic paint, and then second coat once it was dry. We fly to PAX, and that's where we come back to why we even made the screen in the first place. As a